It says a file from you was a file copied from you was removed.
By who? I just placed it there.
Yeah, but that's what my computer is saying, sir.
Yep. Okay, so refresh and then go back to the classroom, and then 7.1 is lesson 2 algorithm. Maybe I pulled it in the past, but I posted just a while ago, so it should have now the closest time.
Yes, sir, I see it.
Mhm. Nice. All right. We need to. So how is the database coming on? Have you done all the tables?
No, sir, not yet finished with that, sir.
You guys are
Sir,
tripping.
I'm having a problem, so I would have to like start over.
What do you mean you got to start over?
A file has been corrupted.
Oh, you got virus on your computer. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Malware. Okay, cool. Good thing you've been learning about malware in class. Why have you not gotten yourself an antivirus?
Repeat, sir.
Why have you not gotten yourself an antivirus? Why have you not done a deep scan? What you doing?
Sir, I have a virus protector, but it expired.
Oh, cool. Maybe why you think, sometimes database have this thing about it that maybe you're trying to open the wrong database. I think in Jamaica, and I used to be there, it saves two type of, one of them has a file extension that like .accb. That's not the correct one. That one has a padlock on it. You need to make sure that you go back to where the original file was stored and see if you can find the other one. It should be .dbs, so not the ACCB thing, I think. So there might be two of them. So maybe it's not corrupted, but there's two copies of them. I don't know if you have one of the old version of Microsoft Access.
Sir, I
Yeah.
think that's the problem.
You
I
say what?
the old version of Microsoft Access.
You have the old version. Okay, the one that when I was a boy. so maybe that's the problem. Just double check. Go back and see there could be two of them in there, and perhaps you're trying to open the wrong copy. All right. Good. It's good to be here again. All right. Let me start by throwing some shades at my students who have decided not to show up because they somehow think this class isn't as important. Okay. But kudos to those who are here and are here on time, and ready to go. We're going to be
On time,
starting
sir?
again
On time or before time?
on time. Before you never really early. Thanks to Deandra. Yes.
Wait, sir, wasn't class supposed to start at 6?
30. And now we stand 23 minutes late because of you and your friend. Anyways,
6:30, sir. It's 5:54 for me over here.
I mean your 5:30, obviously. So I'm talking about.
Oh,
Yeah, your 5:30. All right,
oh.
which is my 10:30, and we go up until my 12 o'clock. But okay. So what are you going to do for me? Can everybody confirm that you can see this file? Can you see this file that's been shown on the screen?
Yes, sir.
Nice. So what I want you to do is to go and use the draw tools. I don't know what is in your Microsoft Word. You probably have this. If you can see this, I want you to match the shape with the correct meaning. All right, so quickly get that done for me. I've done the first one. Let's see how much you can get correct. 30 seconds, please. We don't have all night. Right, we should be finished. So, Deandra, could you please tell me where should I draw my line for B? Oh my God, she's not there.
Sir, I am here, sir.
Why I'm not hearing? Where do I go with B?
Sir,
Hmm?
sir, I'm not sure.
What are you talking about? You did that last lesson. Don't let me start
No,
making noise.
I'm talking about
I'm
this.
loading you up on air. I will load you up, you know. We did
No,
we did
sir,
the
don't load me
hard
up.
shapes.
Sir,
We
can I
did.
answer, sir?
Go ahead, Colton.
B would be 5, Terminator.
Good. All right. Back to you, Deandra. See. I'm gonna start load her
Sir,
up in here. Seriously.
no,
All right.
sir.
I'm gonna load you up. Colton, what is
Where,
this one?
sir?
See. Why see? C is the only other one that is there, man. Because I didn't give you C. So if you know the others, you should know C. You are cooking over there. I can't believe this. Now I'm going to load you guys up. This is a procedure. What y'all doing?
Sir,
This is a input output, and that is a hold on. Yeah, that's a process. Why is my line going all the way up there? Who did that? Yeah. Come on, man. Don't do that. Don't let me have to load up the Andra. Okay, cool. Sub process. Remember that the process is what we do the calculation in, or we demonstrate that we're actually storing something. That's usually done with a single equal sign. This one is for decision making. We didn't use the shape much in the last lesson, but we definitely did use this one. We also did use this for input and output. We use this. So we're going to be using much of this one in this part of our lesson today. All right, good. All right, let's move into my first activity here, which is what is meant by program construct. Now, the first thing you're going to do when designing a program, you need to understand what are the available designs that are out there, okay? What are the available designs? So you're going to write for me in that space a program construct. I'm making sure I'm not typing because I don't want anybody lazily screenshot. A program construct. Come on, guys, let's go. Program construct is a basic building block of a program. Okay. All right. It is a basic building block of a program. Now, it's very important that we add this. It tells a computer, what to do, when to do, and how often to do it. Very good. This is coming on two things. This is going to be both on paper one and it's going to be both on paper two. All right. What is a programming construct? Okay, so one, it is a basic building block of program. Basically, it tells the computer what to do, when to do, and how to do it. All right. So you cannot design program properly without understanding program construct. Now, there are three types of programming constructs. I'm going to go for that. Okay. First type is sequence. Is Deandra back yet? Because I'm going to stop typing when Deandra is here because I don't want Colton just screenshot. I'm only typing because Deandra is dropped offline. All right. So once she's back, I must
Sir,
start.
I am typing, so you don't have to worry about me, sir.
I don't have to worry.
No, sir.
All right.
But she did come back,
Sequence.
but she left again.
Then it is bad. All right. When you hear the word sequence, what comes to mind?
Chronological order, sir.
Yeah, in order. Well done. So you're going to write here instructions are executed one after the other in order. Let's put order there so you remember it in bold. Okay, so let's go for an example. Hold on. So, for example, I'm going to write under the program right here. Print. Let's do print. Enter name. Name equal input. So I did something like that. And then print and we're going to put hello and we're going to put name. So I want you to number this in the order that you think the computer would execute these instructions. So what would print first? So just put 1 beside the line that be printed first, and then 2 beside the one that will be printed second, and 3 beside the line that will be printed third. It's danger back now. All right, Deandra, you back?
Yes, sir.
Good. I'm only writing because you got kicked off, you know. I must stop writing when you come back. All right, good. So this is what you probably missed. Okay. So can I ask you to number these? So yep. So Colton, go ahead and tell me what will be printed first. Sorry, what will be done first, and what will be done second, and what will be done third.
All right, so what I think, sir, in my unprofessional opinion, is first would be name as equal to inputs.
That's the first thing the computer will do.
Yes, sir.
That you honestly think so?
Yes, sir.
Deandra, do you have a dispute for that?
Sir, I think that is the answer.
What is the answer? What exactly is the answer?
Name equal input.
You think that's what the computer is gonna do first? Like the first thing the computer is gonna do?
Yes, sir.
Really? Guys, I'm crying. The first thing the computer will do is to print enter name. That's the first thing that's going to be shown on the computer.
So
Read what
remember,
this.
I said my unprofessional opinion, sir. So you
There's
can't
no
read.
there's no room for
I
unprofessional here.
I
Let's
said
read.
my
Let's read
unprofessional
what this says.
opinion.
Let's read what this says. Instructions are executed. Look at this. One after the other in order.
Yes, sir.
Can I say that? Cannot be said any other way. All right. So since only wrong, I'm going to write one nice explanation with the correct answer. Line 1 will be printed first, followed by line 2, followed by line 3. Write that down there, so since your unprofessional answer was wrong.
Wait, sir, repeat what you said we have to do?
You need to explain what I just said by telling me which line will be printed first, followed by which line. So I need it in words. So line 1 will be printed first, followed by line 2, followed by line 3. Okay, should be writing something like this. So line 1 will be executed first, followed by line 2, then line 3. Can you imagine I ask you to cook the chicken, Colton, and go back to our example from last lesson, and you're cooking curry chicken, and you curry the chicken before you wash the chicken. And better yet,
Actually, some people do that, sir. Not me, not me, but some people actually do that. They don't wash their chicken.
yeah, I know Colton is likely to do that. Likely.
Hey, I
Yes,
said
sir.
not me,
That's
sir.
true.
Likely. Anyways, let's move on to the next one. Okay, so we are at number 2. That was the first structure we needed to remember, sequence. Make sure you guys kind of highlight these things so they stand out. Guys, you need to make sure they stand out so you can be outstanding. Right? Good. Make sure that that's done. Oh no, man, what you doing, Rabden? Don't do that. Okay, good. So the second one that we're going to talk about, which is the one I want to focus on mainly tonight, is selection. Okay, so I'm going to go for what selection is. You need to write for me, please. So with selection, the program chooses between different paths based on a condition. So with this program construct, the program chooses between path or different, you need to have different path based on condition. I'm going to talk some more about this in a little while, but for now, we just need to understand. So all the programs we have written up to this point, outside of the few that we did with if and if else, were all sequenced. The computer execute one instruction followed by another instruction in a particular order. All right, that's very important. So let's go for an example of, well, let's leave the example. We'll talk about that later on in today's lesson. The third one that we want to talk about today is iteration. Oh, by the way, let me write selection / condition branching. You know, Jamaica is kind of old fashioned. So let me give you, this is either called selection or condition branching. So if you go foreign, they'll say selection. If you're at Jamaica, you will say condition branching. They actually mean the very same thing. Okay, good. Now, next one that we're going to speak about is iteration. Again, Jamaica mainly use the word loop. So let me put loop. All right, but iteration, we programmers like to sound a little bit intelligent, so we go with iteration. Means the same thing. What does it mean to iterate or to loop? Does anybody know?
Loop meaning to repeat, sir, or to...
Fabulous.
Yes,
That is
sir.
it. So here,
Yes, sir. Today is the day, sir. We promised and we're delivering. Well, I'm delivering mostly.
hmm,
I need to catch up. I need to make up.
okay, a set of instructions. So with this one, a set of instruction based on Colton is repeated. That's the word. While a condition is true or for a fixed number of times. Now, I should mention here, because we're going to talk about it, maybe not this lesson, but certainly lesson 3. So there are actually 2 types of iteration. There are 2 types, as is implied by the definition, 2 types of iteration / loop. Okay, I'm going to put a colon here. I'm going to do A. Now, the first one is, I'm going to give you the professional name for it, and then I'll explain to you what CSEC expects. Okay, so there's what is called count control. Count control. Now, in this type of loop, the user specifies the amount of repetition that needs to take place. Now, a type of count control loop loop is FOR, for loop. Okay? Now, if I say to you, Colton, do 20 push-ups, and I am specifying how much you need to know. You know you are successful because each rep you are going to be counting, which means you are keeping track of the amount of reps so that you will know when to stop. That is essentially what count control is about. I'll talk about that in lesson 3 in greater details. Right now, I just want to introduce the concept so that you have solid information, so we can do more practice. Okay. So very important that you speak about for here. CXC wants you to write for. If they talk about what about types of loop, yeah, you can sound overly intelligent like what I have on here and explain to them that the real type is count control and for loop is really a type of count control. However, if you go to the exam and it's a multiple choice question and they do ask you to identify a loop in there and you saw for. You should automatically know the answer is for. All right. So I am going to clarify things because I think that the CXC curriculum is found wanting, and someone needs to point these things out. There are a lot of innuendos in there. We need to make it clearer. Okay, so we have count control. The second type of loop we have is called condition control. Condition control. Okay, so based on our definition up here of iteration, remember this one says fixed number of times, which is talking about count control, yeah? But then it one says repeated while a condition is true. That is condition control. That's how we get the definition for iteration. So in this type of loop, an instruction is repeated until a condition is true. Now, on your CXC curriculum, you will find that there are two types of condition control. But in the wider scope of life, the most common one is actually a while loop. So there are two types on your CXC, but there can be others, depending on the programming language. So I'm just going to say two types. There are two types of condition control loop, and I'm going to put while and repeat until. Okay, so let's look at the difference between these. If I say to you, Colton, I want you to push up until I start to sweat, Colton. You do not
Repeat, sir.
know.
I didn't hear you.
If I say I want you to do push-ups until I am sweating, you do not know how many reps you're going to make before I start sweat. It could be one, and it could be a trillion. All right.
So it's infinite until it's proven.
Right. You keep the repeating goes on until the condition is met. So the
Yes, sir.
condition that needs to be met in that case is that I need to start sweating. So that's what you need to work to do. All right. Same thing would happen for a repeat until you would repeat until I am tired. All right. That is essentially what condition means. So something needs to happen. Now we use condition. So when we have a phone call, yeah, a phone call is an example of a condition control. You continue to talk until your credit run out or until you end the call, right? That's how it, other than that, you talk continuously. Call goes on continuously, all right? Right. So that's an example. Deandra, are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Good. Katrina, good to see you. Are you with me? Catching up.
Yes, sir.
Nice. So now I want to go back to selection since that is the core of what I want to speak about this evening. Now, with selection, yeah, there can be three types of selection. So them here, if then else, if then else if. I'm going to give you the layman way of understanding the difference, and then later on we can get all philosophical. Okay, so let's go with if then. If then means a single outcome if the condition is true. Or let me just use met instead. And let me take out single because I don't want to mislead you. So it just means that, okay, if I say to you, Colton, yeah, If it is 10:30, log off of the class. What you're noticing there, yeah, the only time you will be able to carry out this activity, signing out, is if it is 10:30. But notice, yeah, I have not told you what to do if it is not 10:30. So it is as if you only do something if a condition is met. Are you with me, guys? Are you with me? You with me? Is that making it
Yes,
clear?
sir.
All right.
Yes,
Let me
sir.
know if that simplicity works. I'm just, all right. Okay. All right. Cool. All right. Let's see what else we can add to that, gum up that explanation. So let's put in the philosophical expression now. So this one, this executes, so that's the more nicer one. This executes a block of code. Look at this, only if a condition is true. Yeah, with me. There you go. Okay. I also want to give you the code structure for this. All right. So when you're writing, this is kind of like the code structure. So it follows this format. All right. It will begin with the keyword if, and then what will happen here is the condition. So we're gonna, whatever the condition is. So in this case, if it is 10:30, end the call or sign out. So I'm just gonna put this in purple because this is going to vary. So the thing I'm highlighting is going to vary based on the scenario, what condition needs to be met. Yeah. But these are going to remain the same. So the bits that are not highlighted in this structure is going to remain the same. All right. But this is going to vary based on the situation that we're applying it to. All right. So let's go for, and then statements. I'm going to put here statements, and I'm going to put slash actions. So this just means what needs to be done. Got it? It's what needs to be done. And again, this is going to vary based on what the question is asking you to do. What you will need to remember is that this is the setup of it. So let's go for an example. For example, I'm going to here and there, okay? Let's say I have a game, all right? And I want, or let's not use a game. Let's do IT. What's the pass mark in your school? 60?
55, I think, or 60, yes, sir.
We're going to go 60, man. That's too cheap. So we want to determine if a student pass. So we are saying if a student gets 60 or more, the student pass. So notice how you do this, right? If grade is greater than or equal to 60, remember I told you the condition, the piece in blue will change. The rest will remain the same. That's the simplest way to remember how to write this. So we want to print that the student passed their exam, okay? I'm gonna go for pass. Now, we have a problem. If the student fails, nothing will be printed because we do not have another command to be executed if. So that is why this is if then. So this only works when there is an action to be carried out, only if the condition is true. So we are not concerned if it is false. We are concerned if it is true. Are you with me? Any questions there?
No,
Any
sir.
questions? All right. Who is Malik Boyd?
Sir. Oh, so I just joined.
You just joined the class.
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right, cool. All right, now let's move into then the next one. So this is number one. So maybe we need to make this clear. So Malik, you would need to gain some access to class. You've spoken to Miss Millen already, right?
Yes, sir.
Let's see. Where is the join code? Let's put up the join code for the classroom. So students click join, invite. All right. So Malik, there you go. That's the link to join the Google Classroom. So you need a Google email to sign in. And then you're gonna go to 7.1 problem solving and download lesson 2. So download lesson 2. All right, so and then also, so like for the stuff since you just since you are joining, you may have missed some stuff. So this is the YouTube channel. So we record all our lessons. So you can use that to go back over anything that we have met that you can use to catch up. All right, so do subscribe to it and tell your friends to subscribe. You know it goes already. Let's go. All right, guys, let's get back
Well,
to cooking.
Sir, your team isn't cooking.
Nah, yo, we ain't gonna talk about football tonight. I ain't talking about no football. I'm here to teach computer science.
So not the exception, sir, not the here and there.
No, not even that. I'm not even looking at that. You know,
We'll
yeah,
see, sir. We'll see if that condition will be met.
yeah, that's not changing. All right, so let's now talk about if then else. So if then else note with this one, yeah. So you notice this one only prints something or only does something if the condition is true. This one will do something if the condition is true and something else if the condition is false. So if Colton gets 90% in the next test, mom will buy him a phone. If not, mom will give him a slap. See? All right. So if the condition isn't met, there's something to be rewarded. And if it's not met, there's something to ascertain. That's kind of like what happens every day in our lives. So if you notice, this is all about decision making. All right. So let's go for putting that into sentences. This executes, so you need to know the difference so you will know when to use it. So this executes one of two possible blocks. One of two possible blocks. Yeah. So let's specify what those are. Maybe I should put a comma. One, no, semicolon. Where's the English majors on here? Sure. Westwood, where are you? One if the condition is true and another if the condition is false. So this is almost all about decision making. All right, cool. So we're gonna go for writing the going to write the structure, right? So I want you to know the structure that is going to guide you when you need to write an if then else. Okay. So with an if then else, again, it starts the keyword if. I'm going to put a condition. This is going to vary. This is a part that changes depending on what they're asking you to do in the question. All right. So this varies. So if condition, after you put a condition, you end with then you're going to indent and put what needs to happen. So what is it that needs to happen? So I'm just going to put statement slash blocks. So you know that's where that goes, or slash action whatever. You want to put blocks, we just know. So that's what's going to happen. These are the things that are changing. So you just need to fill in the blocks there based on the scenario. Now we're gonna have else here, and else remains the same. And then this is the alternative, okay, statement slash action. So you will never have these two things printed at the same time. This prints only if this is true. This print if this is false. All right. So it's just natural as making decisions. So we're going to go for the same example with a test. For example, and we're going to go for an example. So if grade is greater than or equal to 60, then need to indent, because in programming, when we indent, we tell the computer, this is what you need to do now, okay? So here we print pass, okay? Where's Deandra? Deandra, what comes next? Look at my structure. What should come next?
Sir, input, sir.
Look up here. What are you talking about? I ain't got no input up here, girl.
Oh.
Don't let me load you up. Look here. So this is the structure you're following. So this is the condition right here. Then the keyword then. This is now the statement or action to be carried out. So what's next? What do we go to next?
Sir, else.
Okay. Now you have come back. Finally, welcome back. All right. What should happen next?
Sir,
So
then.
what statement should go there? If the student isn't getting greater than or equal to 60, what happens?
Sir, then they're going to fail.
Right. So we're going to write print. Hello?
Then you're going to put fail, sir.
Okay. All right. Fabulous. Is everybody good with that?
Yes, sir.
Then else.
Yes, sir.
Wait, sir, can you repeat what you said about indentation?
So, okay, you have to indent, because this is how you tell the computer only do this if this is true. Remember, this
Okay.
computer is not as smart as people think. This is actually a brainless computer. This computer should automatically know, but because it's just a machine, it doesn't know. So the way to communicate to it, only do this, you will indent. That's why if you notice it's indented, it's indented. So the actions to be carried out needs to be indented inside of the if statement. Otherwise, you end up with an error we spoke about last lesson called a syntax error, which is a
Yes,
violation
sir.
of the rule of the programming language. All
All
right.
right, sir. Thank you.
Good. Nice. Deandra with me?
Yes, sir.
Nice. Hey, Deandra, my name sounds stressed out, you know.
Sir, I'm not stressed, sir.
Man, you sounding stressed. Hey, Katrina, you with me?
Yes, sir.
All right, nice. You know, did you find this page? Because we're
Not seeing the
filling it
document.
again.
I'm not seeing the document.
Normally it's in the lesson. If you go to 7.1 in the classroom where it says 7.1 problem solving, look for lesson 2.
Okay, sir.
You're gonna need this because we're filling it as we go. I'm no longer doing PowerPoints because I think y'all think I'm lazy. I'm not a PowerPoint ranger. I would distinguish myself from your other teachers. Let's go. All right, so now we're gonna go into talking about if then else if, all right? If then else if, okay? So notice this one is only when we have one possible thing that will happen if the condition is true. This one is we have one of two. So there's a possibility that we could have 3 possible things that we want to have happen. So we need to have a type of selection statement that is going to represent that. And that is essentially what if then else if is all about. So we're going to add to if then else if. All right. So this one checks multiple conditions, one after another, until one is true. And again, it is mainly used when there is more than two possible outcomes. Yeah. So if you just have one, you go for if then. If you have two, then you go for if then else. But then obviously, if you're going to have more than two, you could use this. I could use this also when I have two, but it's not necessary because we already have if then else. All right. But like I said, you could use it. All right. So this is mainly used. Hence why I'm saying it is mainly used when we have more than two. So let's look at the structure. So the structure will look something like this. Let's work out the structure. Again, it starts with if. We have our condition, which is going to vary based on the question that you're doing in the exam. So as I say to persons, or you're doing in your SPA, this is the part you're going to change. This is consistent in your pseudocode and, based on the programming language, so it doesn't change, okay? So if the condition, and then I'm just going to put the statements or blocks that are to be executed. I'm going to write the word action so you know that this is what needs to be done. And then there is, we missed one thing on here. We should put endif. Yeah. So, forget that in pseudocode, they actually want us to put endif so that we're ending our if statements. If it wasn't there, it's not anything major, but it's very good that we actually do. We show them that we know what we're doing. Maybe I should put this in a different color. Make it, yeah. So that's our answer for example there.
Red like Manchester.
We're gonna kick him out of class soon, guys. Soon, don't worry. Just gonna kick him out.
On
We're just
what
gonna
grounds?
Sir, you should do it now, sir.
We're gonna kick him out and then we block him.
On what grounds, sir?
Me, I don't have to have any ground. I just feel offended.
Oh, yeah. Oh no.
All right. I just feel like I'm being oppressed right now. So I'm taking it personal. All right. So here, notice what happened, right? So we're going to go again. If condition is true, then do action. Then we're going to check another condition. So we're going to check another. So let's put another condition so we remember. So you're going to be testing another condition. And I'll give an example soon. So let's say, put that there. Then, and then statements to be printed is that. This is just the general layout that I'm giving to you to guide you when you are doing this. And then I'm going to put that, because you can have as many as possible. The important thing is based on the amount of if statement you have, you should have that amount of end if. So you might need to write that down somewhere. So because we have two in this case, I'm going to go ahead and do end if. All right. The dot there just means I could put another else if there and keep going. You must end it with an else statement as you would have done with all others. So we'll do an else. And yeah, we will do statement, okay? That there is if you have more, you can go ahead and add more in it. So let's give an example. Let's talk about what you get in your exam. If you get a 1, then you're hot. Let's go for it. Grades. All right, we're gonna go for an example. So for example, I am going to do if grade is equal to a 1. Yeah. Print. Fabulous. There you go. That's for your CXC exam, by the way, guys. Else if, notice I'm going to do another condition. If your grade is equal to a 2, then print in bracket, yeah. And then we're going to do another one because you can get a 3. So else if.
That's a stretch, sir. That's a stretch. With you teaching us.
I'd be terrified. Print Mr. Rob is horrified. All right, cool. Else, we're gonna print. Just start again. Again. Yeah. So if you notice here, yeah, we have different conditions being tested. The first one here, we're checking to see if grade is 1. If it's 1, we're going to print fabulous. That's what will happen. But dare any of you get a grade 2, we're going to print, I'm going to make sure I have this program so when I get your results, when I type it in, it goes fabulous. Because anybody get no, we're going to have problems. Okay? Else if your grade is a 3, you know I'm going to be horrified. Man, I'm going to call you out. I'm going to be mad. And then remember what I said, yeah? Depending on the amount of ifs you have, 1, 2, 3, it will tell you how many end ifs you should have. Because every if needs to be ended. Fabulous. End if. End if. That's pseudocode, essentially. How's everybody looking? Are we good? Everybody still with me? Is it clear? Any questions? Mark, these are just making the notes at the moment. We're going to cook soon. Is it good?
Yes, sir.
All right. Any question for me? None? All right. So I'm going to scroll down to arithmetic operators, which is this one. Now, you guys are mathematics students and you should at least know what is an arithmetic operator. So can someone go ahead and give me an intelligent response? Blow me out the wall. What is an arithmetic operator? Oh no.
Sir, could I try?
Yes, you should.
Sir, I think arithmetic operators are symbols you use in math.
In math, nowhere else.
Can I add to that, sir?
Sure.
Arithmetic operators are symbols used to solve problems in a program. Solve arithmetic problems in a program.
Okay. All right, cool. All right, so yeah, it's used in math, it's used in program, it's used anything that has to do with calculation, all right? So I'm going to bring together what you have just expressed with me. Let's go with activity 2, please. Arithmetic operators. So you're going to add for me. These are symbols used. Let's combine what both of you say. Used to perform mathematical calculations, all right? I'm sure you would have seen us use one or two of them already. So maybe I have in a pseudocode, yeah? Let's say, let's start with the word start up in here. Start. And let's say I had num and num1. Num1, I am setting it at 2, and num2, which is my variable, I am setting that at 3. And then I need to find the sum. So to find the sum, I'm going to do num1. Which operator do I need to find the sum? What's going on? Hello?
Addition, sir.
What's that? What does that look like?
Sir,
Addition, sir.
Plus num2. All right, cool. Yeah. And then we're going to print the sum. All right. Look who is here. A young lady who I'm not going to load up is finally here. All right. So I'm going to go for sum. So, and then we would stop our program. Oh, by the way, remember in pseudocode, we kind of indent this in so to show us where I start, right? Like for sure that. It make it more orderly. So this is an example. And here we are using, so maybe I should highlight right here. So that's us right here using using a mathematical operator. All right, so that's what we mean by operator. We have been using those, and you'll be using those throughout your pseudocode or writing programs. All right, so let's talk about some operators. So we have plus. What does the plus used to do? What is it plus used to?
It's used to add, sir.
Add what?
Numbers, sir. Integers.
To, I'm going to use a big word today, operands. All right, there you go. So used to add two operands because the plus is the operator and the constants or variables that is acting upon are called operands. Okay, so good. So let's go for another one. Give me another one. Give me another operator, please. Come
Minus.
on, we'll go for minus. Maybe I should use letters here. Okay, it's gonna go for, let's do minus. Oh no. Or subtract, whatever y'all wanna put there. Y'all know your examiners don't care. And this one is used to
subtract two operands.
Subtract a value from another. Something like that. Yeah. Cool. Give me another one.
Multiplication.
Good. So multiplication. Bracket, we're going to put asterisk. And we will do use to find the product. You guys use those words in math anymore? Product of two values?
Yes,
use
sir.
Product. Yeah, good. That means Jamaica is still a very great place to learn. I can't wait to come back there. Let's go for the next one. Another one, please.
Division.
So we're gonna go for division, and then division in in this is a slash, forward slash, okay? Please don't look for your mathematic dot slash blah, blah, blah. This is what it is, slash. So make sure you can identify. In the exam, multiple choice, you could be asked to identify. When writing programs as well, you are required to use these. So we want to make sure we clarify these before we get into writing some real good programming. Okay, good. So this one is used to do what? To divide. Oh, man.
Divide two values, sir.
You know what?
Divide a
I'm
value
right.
by another.
You know what? It's used to find the quotient.
Oh, I forgot
by
about that one, you know, sir. I haven't
by
used that one in a
dividing
while.
a value by another.
Sir, have you turned into an English teacher?
This sounds more like a math class, though.
No, it's a mix of all three.
Cool. All right, cool. So well done. So guys, we have been using those in the basic programs we have done. Why is it taking out my and leave my alone? We have been using those. You will use more of those as you're going through. So what I'm making sure I give you is 2 summary sheets. So those of you who weren't in lesson, make sure that you kind of get the lesson from the previous one. With the answers, maybe ask one of your friends, maybe Deandra, to email you their completed sheet so you can have all the information on there itself. All right, good. So let's now talk about comparison operators. What do you think comparison operators has to do with? Look at the word comparison. What do you think that has to do with?
Sir,
Mm-hmm.
sir, I think there are symbols used in programming to compare two values.
Fabulous. Right? So there are symbols used in programming and mathematics to compare two values. Oh, guys, I should have given you another one. No, I asked for 4, but let me give you this other one. Does anybody know what this is? What is that?
Percentage?
Percentage.
Wrong. Wrong. That's in math. Okay, that's in math. So this one is called a modulus. Okay, let me just put it in there because this one is a trick one that comes on the exam. Now it does the same thing as division, but instead of returning the quotient, it returns the remainder. All right. So it is
Yes,
used
sir.
to return the remainder by, when you divide a number by another. Okay, so let's say, for instance, let's use for argument's sake, yeah. If I do 6 divided by 3, what's the answer? Regular division, 6 divided by 3. What's the quotient?
2, sir.
2? What's it?
2, sir.
Right, so 2 is the quotient. I'll just put it here. That's what we mean by quotient.
And the remainder would be 0.
Fabulous. But when you want the remainder, you don't use the division sign, you use this instead. So 6 modulus 3. So this is still doing division, but instead of returning the quotient, it returns a remainder, which is that. So write those as an example so you can see. All right. Let me know what we're doing all right. We're doing good. You doing good?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. You sound like the pig from Looney Tunes, sir, just now.
Say again.
You sound like the pig from Looney Tunes.
Guys, Colton have been waiting for a chance to call me a pig. Thank you,
Sir,
Colton.
I said, sir, no, sir. No, sir.
Thank you very much, Colton.
No,
You
sir.
won. And
No, sir.
Deandra has been dying for the moment to laugh.
It's just a reference, sir. It's just a reference. It's just a reference.
Somebody talk to me about exponent. Let's add
Oh,
that one as
sir.
well. What's exponent about?
Raise the number to a power.
Multiplying a number by itself.
Exactly. So in programming, yeah, we use. I know in math, we use one upside down something. Or
Upside down.
Yeah, them use one upside down V. Where,
Oh,
yeah.
yes, sir.
Or
That's
they
mostly for
superscript.
computers.
They superscript.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, but in here we can't superscript, so we use double asterisk. Yeah.
You can't superscript, sir. It makes life so much
in
easier.
writing a code. I'm not talking about writing a Word document, man. I'm talking about writing the code.
Yeah, computers are dumb.
All right, so this multiplies or finds the powers of a number, finds something like that. Okay. All right. Yeah, let's go and talk about comparison operators now. So in comparison operators, yeah, we know them. Come on, talk to me from math. What is that used for?
Compare values, sir.
This one, what is that used for?
Greater than sign, sir.
Oh, I was just going to write to your teachers to kick you out of the class because you are tripping. All right, so greater than. All right, cool. So this one finds the larger of two values. Okay. Okay, then we also have greater than or equal to. I know y'all have this funny thing to draw a slash under the V. We don't do that in programming.
Oh, greater than or equal to, or less than or equal to.
All right, so we do it like this. So greater than, equal to. So the greater, just follow the words. So the greater than comes first. So don't put the equal in the greater than, else it's wrong. All right. All right, and then we also have less than. Okay. And I think y'all know what that means, so I won't write anything about what that is. You know what that should be, less than. There's also less than or equal to. Okay. And any other you can think about, any other comparison operator using math? Come on, guys.
I'm thinking, sir. I'm thinking.
Oh my gosh. I'm gonna run away.
Oh, the equal sign, sir.
Oh, duh. Come on, man. Y'all ain't
Sir,
cooking.
well, sometimes the simple things are hard to forget, sir. Are easy to forget, sorry.
So equal. The language we use though, right? In Python, it is two equal signs. So in your exam, they will not ask you any programming questions really. They have watered it down. Such a shame. Two equal signs. Look at Deandra with quiet excitement. They will not ask you programming questions because I think Jamaica can't agree on what programming language to use. That's largely because in Jamaica, you don't have, and this is not me bashing my country, you don't have in this nowadays age a lot of very good programming teachers. And so even teachers who teach one single language aren't as robust to teach multiple languages. So they have decided to take that out so as not to unfairly affect some students, right? Which is bad. However, for the actual SBA, you need to know it. So the teacher sort of get a comfort to teach the subject in a language they are more comfortable in. All right, that's it. Let's move on. Let's talk about logical operators because we'll use these in your, you'll use them in your SBA. Okay, so I don't know what logical operator means. What do you think logics has to do with? Talk about logics. What are you talking about?
Sir,
Statistics.
Hmm?
Statistics, sir.
Oh, statistics. No. When something is logical, what do we mean?
sir, you help to decide whether it's true or false.
Or whether it makes sense. Not true.
Yes, sir.
Sir,
Yeah, kind of like what we call common sense on Jamaica, right? So logical. Guys, there's one I forgot to give to you. It's called not equal to. I think I should add that one to it. So, yeah. Remember, I'm writing totally from my brain. So, you know, from time I'll jump over and go back. Right, so logical operators, they are used to combine or to modify conditions based on whether whether the condition makes sense, is it, or the outcome makes it. You know what? Let's just say it is used to combine. Let's just use what it is: combine or modify conditions. And I'm going to give you some in a little while. And these are not new to you guys. It's just that, yeah, someone may have not told you that you have been doing this. So there are different ones. So we have what is called and. So this one means both conditions. Oh, you actually need to know this because you have truth table on the exam. Yeah. So this bit you need to know. Both conditions must be true. Must be true. And I'll give an example soon. Or means at least one of the condition is true. Now, there are not only three of them. We'll only give you three because three is what you need to know at your CXE level. But there are others. For those of you who will go on to university in the future, you'll see things like ZOR and NOR and lots more. Right now, just going to keep it at the three basic ones. And then this one is just reverse the condition. All right, I'm going to give an example of this. Let's quickly do an example. So if I say, if name equal, yeah, Deandra, and school, let's put this in capital A-N-D, school equal West Hood. Then print
So doesn't two equal signs mean refer to deal with integers and not to word it and words, sir, or
so actually, because we're treating this like Python, we use two equal signs. So this
okay,
is
sir.
just, it just means equal. So if we go back up here, remember when I said, yeah, in Python we use two equal signs. Yeah. So remember I wrote it right here. Cool. So if the name is equal to Deandra and the school is equal to Westwood, then print my student.
It's
Yeah.
Westwood with a W. That's Westwood, not Westwood.
Aswani. Where is the
That's slander, I say.
sir,
That is
where I was
slander.
looking at it and I was like, what?
That's slander.
slander? Oh my gosh. Now I have no chance of getting employed at Westwood.
And it makes it worse that it's live.
Yeah, and it's live. So I'm completely out. Thanks, Leandra. I don't have a chance. Okay, so I'm just gonna just dismantle the W all forever. Just get rid of it. Right. Anyways, so if you notice here, yeah, this is one condition. So I'm just gonna highlight it, and this is this other condition. So if the student is Tyra and attend Westwood, that is not my student. So this will not be printed true. It will not be printed. If a student is DeAndra but attends Charlie Mount High School, that is not my student. So it's not going to execute my. So these two things need to be true. So that's what and does. And checks to see if two things are true. All right. Are we good? We good with the example? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
All right, let's try and do or now. So with or, I could say if I need something with two things. One or the other. Oh yeah, you know what? If grade, let's try that. If grade is equal to 1 or grade is equal to 2, print. Good. So you see here now, I am testing two things, but only one of them need to be true. Okay. So the student can either get a 1 or 2, and that would be fine with me. If the student gets anything less than that, well, that's we ain't even doing nothing. We're not even checking their score.
They
That's with
don't deserve.
yeah,
a-
they don't even deserve acknowledgement, man. All right, cool. So that's that. So that's how OR works. So these are the two things that are being tested, but only one of them needs to be true. Okay. Everybody good? Are there any questions? Did I lose anybody? Has anybody heard Katrina? Is Katrina still here?
Yes, sir.
Are you with me or am I losing you?
I'm just listening because I can't open the document, so
Why?
I
You
have
need
no clue.
you need your worksheet. Did you get into the classroom?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And did you actually see the name of the file?
The lesson 2.
Yeah, algorithm.
Yes, sir.
And you click on that, and then you don't see the option for download.
I don't. It's saying that it's not there.
Man,
Refresh.
refresh. Refresh. Refresh. But nice to know you're listening. I'm gonna send. Okay, I'll try and save this and then send this out to you guys. To join after. How's Jade doing? Jade. Where you at? All right. So I'm gonna go for another example here, right?
Sir,
Example. What's up? Why
this
why are you
whole
so quiet?
Wi-Fi thing is messing me up.
Oh, all right. So we're gonna make sure we record it. Stay
Sir,
with us, and then
the
I'll
Wi-Fi.
yeah I'll email you guys my completed worksheet so you can keep up with, and then you can go back to the recordings if you miss anything. Okay. All right. Let's talk about what not means, right? So if I say if color not red, then print I love it. Okay, so what this means, yeah, so this now, so notice this is going to reverse the condition. So this actually literally means any other color than red. So if the person enters red, this is not going to print anything. So that's what not means. If the color is not red, print I love it. If a person was to enter the color red, it would just not do anything. Is that good? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Hello, Diane just sound tired, you know, man. Sure.
She's not the only one, sir.
She going like she drink coffee. Sure.
Sir.
Don't bother with the foolishness, man. But they have to teach, you know. Telling us so now to give me the vibes, you know, I'm still. Sure. All right. Now we're going to now do some activities at last, right? All of this information is very important, guys, for both your SBA and also your exam itself. And I've already submit this in a way that, you know what I mean, you just need to know this well enough to actually execute it. So you don't need any fluff for your exam. Just to the point and clear. So what we're going to do now, we're going to try and write some pseudocode together, right? So the first one there is question 1. I'm going to do that one with you, and then I am going to ask you to attempt doing question 2. And then I'm going to do the flow chart for one, and then ask you to move on and do the flow chart for another, which is going to demonstrate that we have learned something from today's lesson. Then we'll answer some exam questions, you know, it goes ready. And then that's it for me for the night. So give me about 20 more minutes. I should be able to wrap it in that. Wi-Fi is on vacation. Hey, go back where you were coming from. Your Wi-Fi is obviously vexed and upset that you chose to go on vacation and leave it. All right, guys, let's read this one together, right? I want you to read the statement and tell me if we're going to be using sequence, selection, or iteration. So let's look back what sequence is, right? Because remember, we start speaking about the different blocks of code, yeah? The different programming construct. So we did say that the program construct is a building block of a program. It tells the computer what to do, when to do, and how to do it. And we established that there are 3 main types. So there's sequence, there's selection, and there's iteration. In sequence, we are just simply writing instruction one after the other in order. Okay, that's what that is about. However, with selection, we are trying to allow the program to choose between different paths, which means we are going to be using either if else, or if else, elif. So can I ask you to read this and tell me if you think we are using sequence, selection, or iteration? Read this, please. All right, any answer? Anybody want to try? Yeah.
Sir, it is selection/condition branching.
Right. What's your evidence?
Sir, since condition branching is choosing one out of 2 paths, there is legally able to drive and there is unable legally to drive, which are the 2 paths it can choose from based on the conditions of age.
Nice. All right, let me ask a question. Is there an argument that there could be another type of construct? Because a program can use 2 or more, or even all 3. So what I want you to look for is there any sign that we could use sequence or iteration? Double check. One of them definitely is not in it. So read that again and see if we could find an argument for another. So I'm agreeing with your selection is definitely the main one, but is there another?
Sir, I think you could use sequence as well, sir.
Why?
Um,
Man, you on it, man. Look back at what sequence is. Remember what sequence is, and then tell me why you think it would apply.
sir, because in the program you can write, you can type, sorry, like print, his or her age, and then print if they're legally able to drive or not.
Well, so essentially, remember what we
I'm
remember what I said
yeah.
with sequence. It's basically executing the computer is only executing those instructions one line at a time in order. All right. It doesn't matter how you write the program, at some point there's going to be sequence involved. All right? Because there's something that will be executed first, followed by something else. DeAndre, do you agree with Colton?
Yes, sir.
Why? Why do you agree with him?
Sir, because they are saying that the person is legally able to drive if they are 18 or more years old or otherwise
All
unable
right.
to legally drive.
Fabulous. Now, based on last lesson, guys, talk to me about pseudocode. What keyword do we start pseudocode with?
Start.
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 Right.
Good. All right, we're going to indent this so we think look nice. And we're going to declare our variables again. Some people declare before. What did we do the last time? Did we declare before or did we declare after? Where did we put the declare? Look back at your example last time. Let's be consistent. Doesn't really matter anyways. Where did we put the declare? Look back at the lesson last time. So we want to have a standard variation because it doesn't really matter though. Nobody find it? What's going on? I thought my class was cooking. Man. Nobody? I can't believe this. This is outrageous.
Can't find it, sir.
See, we can't write notes in a class. Are good.
Sir, we screenshot to make our life easier. Sir, I'm trying to find it.
All right. Are good. Good, so I can't find it.
Sir, wouldn't that be bad for you?
Exactly.
Man. Nope.
In a sense,
Oh. I
because
have
if
no.
we hence don't have those notes, hence we have nothing to study from, hence we fail, hence it's a reflection on you, on your teaching.
Exactly, sir.
Nope.
And they're saying it's good.
Actually, no. Oh, yeah, we did put it at top. Thanks for no help.
You're welcome, sir. Glad you appreciate it.
All right, so we'll keep it out the top because, like I said, most programming languages just want us to declare. So normally what we do, we declare the variable. So in this case, age is going to be that variable, yeah? So we'll declare age, and age is going to be what? An integer, or is it going to be a real? What data type?
Repeat, sir.
What data type will age be?
An integer, sir.
Right. Wouldn't be real. I'll tell you why. Because someone cannot be 16.1 year old. We don't look at people and say just because you're 2 months into your birthday, you're now 12.2 months old, you know? So integer is the more obvious whole number. Yeah, so we're gonna go with integer. All right, cool. So let's declare, and then we're going to move into our start. Now, from here, yeah, they ask us to accept the person's age. If you're going to accept the person's age, remember I showed you how to do the defining diagram the last lesson. I'm not going to go through that again because you should kind of, practice. So now you should be able to see the input. So we can see here that what we're being asked to enter is the person's age. So we need to provide some prompt statement. That's why we're going to print this. So this is going to be shown on the screen. Granted, this is actually the pseudocode. And here we tell the person, enter your age. Now, after we enter the age, what should we do? Who's helping? Who's helping? After we give the prompt statement, what should we do next? These are the persons who said they did my homework. Nope, because we haven't stored anything yet. This is only being displayed on the screen. Nothing has been entered yet. So what do we need to do to enter it, the age?
Age equals.
Yeah. So we could write it this way since it's pseudocode, so we input the age. All right. So we simply input the age, and then let's now go for the if. Are we using if or are we using if then else? Let's go back to what if then. What's the difference between the two? So this is if then, and this is if then else. Which one are we using? Why?
If then else, sir.
Why?
Because if they are 18, they are legally allowed to drive, but if not, which would be else, they are not legally allowed to drive.
Fabulous. Good thinking. There you go, man. That's what I want from my students. So we're going to go with if then, and we're going to put in our condition, age. How do we say, how do we check if someone is 18? Look at my comparison operator, guys.
Greater than or equal to, sir. It's a greater than sign followed by an equal sign.
All right, so we can do greater than or equal to 18. Or what else could we do? Could I use, is there a case where I could use greater than only? Come on,
no,
guys.
Sir. No, sir,
Yes,
because
you can.
because they wait, but really, sir?
Look,
because
think
they
again.
can be where they can. Yes,
Is
sir.
there a
Greater
way
than
for me to
17,
represent
sir.
18 by
Yes,
just
sir.
using what would I put? Greater than what?
You greater than 17, sir.
Fabulous. That's what I want you to be able to think about. Yeah. So there's no one way to write your program. Malik, it would have to be 17. The reason for that is because 17 would still be younger. Right. Good. So what I want us to do is that I want you to see that there's a plethora of ways to solve the same problem. Could I have started out by, instead of doing greater than, I could do less than 18? What do you think? And then okay, I'll do it after. Let's not confuse you now. I'll come back. So if it is greater than or equal to 18, we should print what?
Print legally allowed to drive.
All right, good. Drive, nice. And next we go to else. And okay, so if they are not 18, what should we do?
Print legally not able to drive.
Not able to drive. Fabulous. Well done there. And then we end our if, since we only have one end if, we'll have one end if.
One end if.
Good. What's the last thing we need to do? Look up top.
Stop.
Right. Good. So we're going to stop the program. Fabulous. So that's the very basics of writing a good pseudocode. And we follow this pattern, guys. I'm telling you, man, you're going to be cooking in the exam and you're going to be cooking on fire, gasoline, you know? All right. So what I want you to do for me is to attempt doing the next one. And then once you finish, I'm going to then do the flow chart for it so that we kind of, get all the practice in all at once. So finish the next one for me, please. What would you do? Attempt that. Hey, Jenny, go back to where you were last weekend. Or you probably need to go link up with Colton or Deandra. You guys must live near. Aren't you guys living near? Or Deandra said no. You guys don't live nearby?
Sir, Bush me living. Kind of live in Bush, sir.
You know, so me hear
Technically.
Deandra over here take time and say that Jade live a bush.
Sir, I'm not saying that, sir. I live in Bush too. Okay.
Gosh. Jade,
In the
I
communities.
heard Deandra, your compatriot, up here chatting you.
Sir, a bamboo me live in us, sir.
You live in
No,
Bamboo?
Yes. I
Oh,
see
I
you
live
every
Delphi.
day.
What is it?
Bamboo. Why Bamboo look like one place near Ebenezer or Lima or them places?
I live Delphi side, Deandra. I live Delphi side.
Yeah, me pass here every morning.
Really?
Yes, sometimes.
Wow.
All right, we're done the program. Let me know when you're finished, by the way. Oh, God, we can't do this no more. There's lots of work on there.
Oh. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Let's leave it there, shall we?
Oh, no, I'm giving you to try for homework. I'm that mean.
Oh, no, sir, don't do that. Don't do
As,
that, sir.
as due on Saturday.
Wait, which Saturday, sir?
You were the ones who came to class late. It's not my fault.
No, sir,
This
which
Saturday.
Saturday are you talking?
This one.
No, sir, I don't think that
Sir,
is
that is not.
ideal. That isn't very idealistic, sir.
Yes, sir.
Actually, these are fill in the blanks. So you're gonna look
Oh,
where in the program that's fill in the blank.
okay, sir.
Then you're gonna try and do it as a Python code. And here
Mm.
is fill in the blank. That's multiple choice question. What you are tripping around? That's paper 2 question, multiple choice. Then Uno should be able to write a pseudocode for this. Look at that. Not pseudocode, draw a flowchart for that. That's basic stuff. That after today's lesson, you guys should be overly smart in that. This needs to be
Sir,
finished.
I am already smart, sir. I'm already overly smart, sir.
And then you're going to do this in Python code as well.
What?
And then you're going to define the difference between syntax and logic errors. I did that last week. This
Sir,
is
you're
just
so
test.
funny.
This
Sir,
is
this is
testing your ability.
hilarious. Sir, it's not April yet, you know, sir. We're still in January.
Okay, are we
Sir,
done? Are we 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 done?
To be truthful, sir, no, sir. I'm still trying to figure out what it means. To
What
be
are you talking
truthful,
about?
sir.
What are you talking about? You guys are being outrageous right now. What is the Andrew talking about
Sir,
now?
I understand one part where it says print the largest number, so that would be a comparison, but I'm trying to figure out the part for writing that accepts two numbers.
Oh my gosh. It's the same thing as asking for two things. Here we're asking for one thing, Colton. Don't let us have no problem. Here we're only asking for one thing, which is one age. In this, we're asking you to accept two numbers. Don't play.
Oh, and is it? Am I right? No.
What are you talking about? And this didn't ask you to do any and. All this asks you to do is to accept two numbers and then compare the two of them and print the largest one. What are you playing around with? Come on, guys. It's midnight. It's 12:30. Next time, come to class early. Don't play. So let's go for it. So we're going to declare our variables. That's the first thing we want to start with. So what are the variables we're going to use in there? What variables can we use for two numbers?
X and Y.
Man, this is not math.
A and B.
Nope, not using that.
Num X and num Z.
Num2.
Since, oh, come on, sir.
As what should we make them? Real, integer, or string?
Integer. Well, they can be. They can be real, sir.
Yeah.
Because you have, they're not ages or months.
Good.
You know.
Colton has decided to finally start using his brain. Well done.
What? Oh, so
Enter
sir, now you found that you were waiting for a chance to tell me I don't have a brain, sir. Thank
me.
you.
I tell you,
Thank you. No,
I wouldn't
tit for
do that.
tat. Tit for
So-
tat, sir. I love that. Love that, sir. Tit for tat. I love that.
We enter a number. What we tell them to enter a number. What comes next? Look at the previous pseudocode. What do we do next?
Print largest number, sir.
Input. So we need to input. What are you talking about?
Print. Oh, sorry. I didn't see
What is he talking about?
No. As in, like.
So we need to input the first number, because remember the print is only a prompt statement. This is only going to be printed on the screen as instruction.
Oh,
is
I get
where
it,
this
sir. I
is
get
input.
it. I get
Okay?
it, sir. I get it.
What do we do next? That's just one number. What do we do next?
Input num2.
What is he talking about? How are they going to know to enter another number?
To print enter number, sir.
Right. So why are you shortchanging, cheating yourself?
Sir, I don't, because the computer isn't.
You're gonna blame my computer into another
I'm
number?
blaming all computers, sir.
Okay. All right, so now we have two numbers. What do we do? Are we doing if or are we doing if else?
If else.
If else. So we go if, what do we do? Num1 is what operator?
Greater than
Mm-hmm.
num2.
Num2. Then
Then
Which
print
one should we print? Because we need the largest.
num1.
Print
Num1.
There you go. Yeah. Yeah, there you go, y'all. Cooking, you're cooking on gas.
Yes, sir. Curry, we're cooking curry chicken, sir.
All right. And then we have else. Do we do next?
Print num2 is the largest.
Let's just print num2. So we don't have to do the extra explanation in pseudocode. You do that mainly in Python, right? This you're basically being tested for the logics, right? So is it logical?
Yes, sir.
Is it finite? That's what you're being tested for. Okay. So you don't have to be extremely detailed. You just need to demonstrate that you understand logically how to solve a problem. All right, I'm gonna indent these in so that the work is neat, shows the examiner that I am extremely competent and that I did have good teacher. And I went to class and I listened. I asked the right question. I applied. I was properly instructed. And I came to this exam overly prepared and ready to excel.
I don't think sir is talking about himself anymore, guys.
No, I don't need to. All right, there you go. So everybody happy with that? Cool.
Yes,
So
sir.
we're gonna attempt doing the
Sir.
the flow chart for this, and then we're going to stop here for tonight and give you the rest to do as you know it goes,
For next week, Friday.
Next week, what Friday? Saturday. We got
Yes.
next
Next
Saturday we're
Saturday.
gonna
Sorry. I mixed up
this
my date. Sorry.
this Saturday.
Next week, Saturday.
Next week, sir.
Next week, sir.
Guys, this Saturday we're moving on to loops. You guys have
Moving
a
on to
lot
what,
to
sir?
do, loops.
Loops.
Sir?
Yeah.
That's basically a circle, sir.
Oh,
Plus you guys need to learn arrays, guys. I'm on your side, Trust me.
Sir, it
I'm
doesn't
telling
seem
you,
that way.
I'm
Cause
on your side.
next week.
I don't
Next
think
week, sir.
so.
I go to my favorite website there, search up draw.io. And we're going to use that to draw the flow chart, okay?
So I thought your favorite website would be the Premier League website, sir.
Listen,
I didn't say.
I am not following La Liga. I'm not following Premier League. I don't care about Serie A. I don't care about Bundesliga. I don't care about League One. I don't care about the championship. I've just abandoned football for the rest of the year.
Oh,
Okay.
I wonder why, sir. I wonder why.
Jadi and I do not need to hear about football in class.
Is it because your team is losing now, sir?
Me? No, I just want us to find a pepper. That's all.
Oh, after all is done?
No, yeah, that's blind loyalty. It's like having a
Oh.
teacher who used to teach well and stopped doing lesson plans.
Sir, that's what I'm saying about Mohamed Salah as well, sir. But people are shaming me for
Should I keep a teacher just because the teacher used to be a great one?
it's same about Mo Salah, sir, but I'm being shamed for it.
All right. So guys, we should be here, right? So we're going to go down to flow chart. So we select the flow chart symbols because that's the ones we should be using. Although I think, okay, anyways. So which of these we use for the start again? Which one do we use for start?
The Terminator, sir.
So that's that.
That name is so tough.
We type start. After we type start, so we're doing the first one, right? The first one is about age. So we'll get age. So remember again, we don't need to do the prompt statements. We just need to go straight into this. So we'll just input age. And then now we're going to do the decision, which is this one. It's this. And we are going to check to see if age is greater than or equal to 18. We need to show our data flow. So our arrows from here. Oh no, arrows. Good. Connect our arrows. For this one, we need to drag our line over and down. I mean, yeah. Where's the little box? There's a little box for you to put a capture right in, right here. Oh no, not this one, dude. Oh, you could do that. I didn't realize it. You could actually do that. That's good. So I could actually just come here. Look at this, guys. Ooh, and it connects it. There you go. That's nice. All right. So yeah, print legally able to drive. Okay, it's done. We need to go over here and then do our next one. And we're going to do print not legally able to drive. All right. Then we're going to do our stop, which comes here, which means that Come on, man. What's going on? I'm not even that good. I don't believe it. This thing needs to go over here. Yeah. Oh, wow. Yeah. Done. And then we need to draw one to here. Guys, no. Not there. And we're going to put stop. So that's the first one. There's only one thing we need to do to it. There used to be a place to put a little notation somewhere. Where is the text box? So you see this little text box here. You need to put that on here. And you need to actually write the word no, or else you won't get full points in the exam. And this one is yes. So yes means true, and no means false. Okay. Now, if you have done all of that, we would have done the first one. At this. And just paste it below your pseudocode for that one. All right. Cool. Oh no. All right, is everybody good? All right, and then we have the second one that we wanted to do. I'm just going to draw it at the bottom here in the interest of time. Hopefully it can hold. So again, we do start. And yep, can I just bring this up somewhat? Okay, we input the number, which is input num1. From here, we num1 num2 we move to our decision. Come on. And then we do the same thing if num1 is greater than num2. And we print gonna print num1, and then on this side we are gonna do the same thing. And we're going to print num2, and we will do our start to end, which is here. Okay. Then you stop. And then please remember to put the text box on here and put no. And that's how you should draw it in the exam as well. If you want to be scoring full points, remember the goal is to get straight A profile. Anything less than that, you have not lived up to my expectation. A very high expectation. Are there any questions for tonight? Anything that is left lingering?
No, sir.
Is there anything unclear? Anything?
No, sir.
No, sir.
All right, good. So now the best way to reinforce learning is to go and
Is
actually
to get
practice
some
a few
rest.
stuff.
And
So
Get some.
please work on these and be ready for me on Saturday. Next time, come early so we can finish the whole worksheet so you don't get homework.
Sir, you should clap me because I am actually early and
Yeah,
yes,
but me
sir,
still
I'm
the day
actually.
before you. Me still the day before you.
No, sir,
but you,
I'm
sir, you're the
actually
teacher. Aren't you
early.
supposed to be here before us?
Yes, sir, you
No,
are.
no. Guys,
Yes, sir, but
you,
I was the first person here, so I should
you
get.
young people are getting it.
You're the earliest, not no. They're the earliest out of the students.
Yeah, it's
That's English. That's
Katrina.
English for you. You weren't the earliest out of all of us.
I'm trying to send this to you here. Actually, I don't. I'm trying to do that.
Sir, how was I today, sir? I was decently
You're much
prompt
better.
for
You're much
class.
better. You're much better. I'm very proud of you. You
Thank
have
you,
made
sir.
some
I
progress.
think it's because Jade wasn't here for the entire session, sir.
Wasn't in class. Okay. So
I
that
want
is
the Wi-Fi holder or make sure not answer.
poor Jade. Can't respond. Yeah. Hold on there. Let's see if I can send this through. File. DeAndre is still there? Not DeAndre, Katrina. Katrina?
Yes, sir.
All right. See, I send you my worksheet. You want to download that? So you have that for catching up.
Thank you.
Yep, welcome.
And I'd also like to thank you, sir.
Malik, I've also placed it there so I know you came in late so you can catch this stuff I had done earlier before. So it's there. Yeah.
Thank you.
Does anybody know? Guys, can you send it in the WhatsApp for what's her name? For Jade. Someone download it for me and send it in the WhatsApp for her. Because I don't have her email. And yeah. Send it in the WhatsApp group for me. You doing it, Colton or Deandra? Who's doing it? Guys, you all don't want to go to your bed?
Yes, sir, I want to.
Right, so I'm kind of like trying to wrap up so I can go. It's now 1 o'clock in my neck of the wood. I'm saying that someone needs to download this and send it to Jade because
Sir, I would need their email, sir.
So call her, no, my girl. Pick out the phone and call her, no. Mind me have to load you up, you know. So,
Sir, I'm going to call her, sir.
right, so do it now so we can send it now. And so all we can go with bed.